Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am 33 weeks pregnant and I have a few things I want to share with you guys. It's been a couple of weeks since I've actually updated you guys on a pregnancy vlog. I did just upload a few days back a vacation vlog that I did. I was between 31 and 32 weeks pregnant during that time. So today I am 33 weeks pregnant and I literally just left my doctor's office like 2 hours ago. So I've got an update on baby and everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and dive on in. So this isn't a lengthy video because I don't have a whole lot to talk about, but I do have some things I want to share with you guys. For one, it does look kind of dark. This is going to be one of my darker light videos. I am in my bedroom. My natural light is not working. It looks like it's fixing to pour down rain. And my son is asleep on the other side of the house. So plus I'm just like, I'm exhausted today. Like I'm not feeling it as far as like, I just want to lay down and relax. And I understand why now, because I had an ultrasound at my doctor's appointment today too, and they showed me how she was positioned and things like that. And so therefore that makes sense as to why I'm very, very uncomfortable at this moment. We tried to get some pictures of baby girl, but she is, like I told you guys at the very beginning, I have an anterior placenta with her, just like I had with my son. And sorry you guys, my little girl dog decided to jump up on the bed. Be still. And it has messed up my camera function like tremendously. So sorry if it's shaking. I'll try to keep it as still as I can. But anyways, what I was saying was I do have an anterior placenta with her. And so with that being said, it's like cushioned the front, but she has her face still so smushed up into my placenta that you can't really get any really cute pictures or anything like that, because she's just found comfort completely in my placenta. And she was actually even sucking on it, and she's been doing that for the past month or so. So I guess she just is like, it's here, so I might as well just make use of it and suck on it. I don't know, she's silly. But we did try to snag a few pictures of her, but like I said, she's so smushed up in there that she did not fully want to show us like her lips, her chin, all of her cheeks. She wouldn't let us see that side of her. She just wanted us to see her eyes and her nose and things like that. So didn't really get a whole lot, but the really cool thing is I must have left it in there, but she has a whole lot of hair and she is a big girl. So they were measuring me today, and I'm 33 weeks pregnant today, but I'm measuring right at 35 in 3 days. She is 5 pounds 2 ounces, and the average weight and size for this gestation, I do believe, is like 4.2 or 4.3. So she's a pound ahead of her game, which is fine. With everything said, they measure her stomach, her head, her legs, things like that. Well, when they got to her legs, the ultrasound lady, she's like, do you realize how long she is? And I was like, no, like, what is that? What do you mean? She was like, she's pretty long actually. And I said, well, you know, there's a lot of tall people in my family. I'm tall, my husband's tall, things like that. And she was like, well, she's going to be pretty tall, we think. So my son was 10 days early. I got induced 11 days early. So he was almost a 2-week early baby, and he was 1.5 and 21 inches. So I kind of, you know, figured she might be long anyways. I mean, 21's, you hear that a lot of the height and stuff. So it's not a big deal. But they said that she is going to be tall, but if I go all the way to 40 weeks, I will have no less than 80-pound baby again. So, which is fine. It's not a big deal, but it's cool to kind of know. And you know, those ultrasound things can be off a little bit. So I'm not like, saying 100% she's 5 pounds 2 ounces today. You know, it could be off a little bit. So I'm not really worried about it. But while we were on vacation, I really thought she had dropped down a lot. And so the good news is she's dropped into position as far as she's not in either side of my pelvis. She's right in the center, like where the canal is. She's sunny side up. So hopefully, you know, in the next few weeks she'll flip over. If not, maybe she'll flip over at birth, because you know they know what to do at that time anyways. But she is in position still, and instead of like her head being down there in my pelvis and her curved back up the side and then like making a C shape in my stomach, she's actually almost straight up and down with a little bit of curve of her butt and her back. So that being said, her feet and legs are way high up, and I'm just having trouble breathing, even like talking to you guys about it. Like the way she is sitting is so, it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. I just want to like stretch back all the time to give her all the room that she needs, because otherwise I cannot breathe. It is so much. But my pelvis does not hurt near as much anymore this past couple of weeks, mainly because she has gotten out of my pelvis on the sides and putting herself right in the center. But I do have a lot of pressure, and they said, you know, the widening of my hips and stuff, that's definitely what's going on. I have gained 26 pounds. I'm not too concerned about it. I go back in 2 weeks, but then after that 2 weeks, I'll be 35 weeks. And then I start going once a week. So then I'm 36 weeks. So in 3 weeks from today, they will measure me again. It's probably giving my last measurement that they're going to do. Sorry, the sun just started to shine through the clouds and you're getting that natural light going on in here. And so they're going to measure her again at 36 weeks to see about where she's at. And that will probably be the last time that they measure her and everything like that. So, but from the looks of it, everything is going super good. We did have a scare Saturday. Today's Friday. So Saturday we had a scare the night we came home from vacation. My mother came over and she was playing with the baby, and my husband was in the living room, and I just remember I was walking through the kitchen and I rammed right into a bar stool that I have in the side of my stomach so hard, like it knocked me over, and I was very, very nervous. And she stopped moving. And when I say she stopped moving, like there was nothing the rest of the evening. There was nothing when I laid down. Like normally when I lay down and I'm chill and I calm down and stuff, she's moving like crazy, but she would not move at all. All night long she did not move. So then Sunday morning when we got up, she was not moving. She still wasn't doing anything. And I was so scared, and my midwife and them, they messaged me and they're like, you need to go to labor and delivery so they can hook you up just to make sure everything's okay with her. So I prayed really hard, you know, like, Lord Jesus, please let me know that she's okay and everything's fine. So I laid down for the 2 hours that they said, and finally I started feeling some flutters, and then she hauled off and kicked the snot out of me. And I was like, all right, girl, I got you. Like, I get it now, you know? And then after then, she has been nonstop. So we did not have to go to labor and delivery, thank God. And everything looks good today, so I'm not concerned or anything, but I was extremely concerned. I'm just like so tired, and I just want to sleep, because I'll be honest with you, this past couple of weeks, like pregnancy insomnia has kicked in full swing. I am not kidding you. Like, I keep my husband up constantly, and I don't mean to. It's not something like I'm trying to do, but I toss and turn. There's no comfort right now. I'm like, oh, I just want to sleep, but there's no comfort. I'm trying my hardest to really like focus on breathing better and things like that, and getting in good position and things like that, but it does not work. Oh my gosh, it does not work, but hopefully that will pass. This past 2 weeks, I have been having severe acid reflux, and not necessarily heartburn, but acid reflux for sure, to where it's mainly at night and in the morning. And now I'm starting to get morning sickness, like not throwing up, but to the point of just about throwing up. And I know I told you guys before, like I am obsessed with pickles, and anybody that's close to me that knows me knows that I'm a pickle fanatic. I love pickles. And now I'm starting to eat those again, and she is not having it. It makes me sick when I'm eating them. Like afterwards, I get so sickly and so nauseous. I don't know what it is, but it's just like the past couple of weeks has been really, really hard when it comes to that type of thing. It doesn't, and then I'm eating Tums like it's candy again. But I'm starting to steer away from a lot of greasy stuff now that I'm back from vacation, because I feel like that had a lot to do with it too. You know, when you're eating fast food, and you go out to dinner and you're ordering French fries and things like that. So I'm really trying to watch that and see if that helps, because when you're on vacation, you just eat and do some things that you don't normally do when you're home or not on vacation. So the eating the way that I did, the snacking the way that I did, is not necessarily what I do on a regular basis. I have been super clumsy lately. I fall, like I said, I hit that chair and it's like I knew the chair was there, but I've been super just clumsy. I run into things, I drop things. I'm forgetful all the time, which is normal. But it happens. And I was reading something online yesterday, and I actually asked, when I was at the doctor's office today, I asked them, and they're like, yeah, don't do that. This girl on YouTube, actually, she was, was she on YouTube? Yeah, I think she was. Or no, she was on Pinterest. I want to say Pinterest. I think that's what it was. Anyways, I was trying to get some breastfeeding tips, because as you guys know, that I was not very successful with my son, and I really want to do everything possible with my daughter to make sure that I'm able to do it, because formula is so expensive. It doesn't, if you guys are against that, that's fine. Do formula, whatever. Fed is best is the way I looked at it. The way I look at it, I don't, there's no judgment, none at all. But I really want to try to save money, and I just want to do it the natural way. I do want to breastfeed as much as possible, pump as much as possible. So I was just looking up different things like lactation cookies and things like that, recipes that I can go ahead and start freezing for myself now for when that time comes, because I feel I want to do that, right? I want to be proactive. So I was looking it up, and this girl was on here, and she was on Pinterest, and she was like, well, what I did to stock up, actually, no, mom brain. She was on Instagram. She took over one of my mommy channels that I watch. She was on Instagram, and she was showing me, or showing every mama or anybody who watched it, that she's due probably in a couple of weeks, and she's starting to express her breast. And she is getting the syringes that you can get from Amazon or whatever, that are empty capsules or whatever, that have the top. No needle or anything, if you know what I'm saying. I can't really spit out what I'm seeing in my head. But she's already expressing her breasts and taking the colostrum out of her breasts and saving them in these tubes. And she's got like 10 of these suckers saved up. And I asked my doctor, and the reason she's doing it, she said, you don't produce, and I think this is her first baby, if I'm not mistaken. She said, you don't produce a whole lot in the beginning and things like that. And yeah, your milk doesn't instantly come in. I get it. I know it. But she's like, I'm going to have this colostrum and stuff while I'm trying to pump in the hospital and things like that. That way the baby has some stuff. Never ever did I think to do something like that or know if that's safe or whatever. So I asked them, my doctor, actually my midwife, I was supposed to see her today, and right before she was going to see me, she had to run to the hospital to deliver a baby. So I got to see the doctor who's over her, got to meet him for the first time. He was a hoot. But I sat down and I asked him, I was like, is that normal? Should I do that? And he was like, no, don't do that. He said the reason being is you don't want to be expressing anything from your breast, because that can put you into labor, for one. And for two, there's just really no sense in doing that, because your milk doesn't come in instantly anyways. But really, you don't want to start doing something that your body's not fully prepared to do yet. So that being said, if you want to do something like that, you go right ahead. I've never heard of that before in my life. And when I saw that, I was just like, okay, let me ask my doctor about that. But I did, and he's like, don't do that. So I will not be doing that. But and then I asked him about the mother's tea, the mother's milk tea. I don't know if anybody has tried that, but I know it tastes disgusting because I tried it with my son. And you can put honey and stuff like that in it to make it have more of a taste. So I'm going to definitely try that, and I have some. But, I read online, they're like, do not drink it until right after birth. As soon as you have your baby, then you can start drinking it. Well, my doctor says 36 weeks. So I can start drinking it at 36 weeks. So it shouldn't do anything as far as put me into labor early or anything like that. So that was good to know that I'll start that in about 3 to 4 weeks. I may wait till 37 weeks just so I can be on the safe side, because I still think that 37 is technically full term, you know. So, but anyhow, that's what I asked him today. Other than that, I don't have anything else to share with you guys. Nothing, no big changes or anything, but baby girl's doing healthy. I am doing healthy. My skin, I did get a little burnt on vacation. If you guys seen that vlog that I put up the other day. I did get a little burnt on vacation. I burnt my belly, so it's starting to peel now, but I did not know how sensitive a woman's skin is when they're pregnant. And I should have done a little bit more research on that before I went to the beach, because I would have lathered myself up a heck of a lot more than I did. But anyways, I'm going to show you guys my bump. I have grown tremendously. I'm so blessed, so thankful. Still no stretch marks. My roots are growing like crazy, and I pushed my hair appointment out till closer to my baby shower. So for pictures and stuff, I don't have roots, you know, this long or something crazy. So anywho, if you guys did like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're interested in seeing more from me and my family, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and follow along with us during this journey. Love you guys. Thanks so much. Bye. Here is my bump from the side. From the front. The other side. And these are from Target, maternity shorts. And you can see a little bit how I'm shedding all that skin that I burnt. See, I thought she dropped a whole lot, but she's just in position really.